Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ryan Combs, and I'm the Executive Director of the Research Triangle Regional Partnership. We are thrilled for the opportunity to host this year's Ag Innovation Showcase right here at the North Carolina Biotech Center in the heart of the Research Triangle Park. The park is the anchor of the greater Research Triangle region, a dynamic hub for research and innovation that is fueling the growth of our state, especially in agriculture, which now contributes in excess of $97 billion a year to our state's economy. The Triangle region is particularly proud of the leadership and the growth of our ag tech industry here in both the plant sciences and in animal health. We're home to several global giants in ag, as well as numerous early stage and mid-size ag tech companies that are complemented by 12 colleges and universities, including North Carolina State University and North Carolina A&T, which are supplying the future workforce to one of the largest and fastest growing ag tech clusters in the world. Our ag tech cluster has a great working relationship with the United States Department of Agriculture, and it is an honor for me to welcome one of their current leaders as our next speaker, the Honorable Julie Bronaugh. Deputy Secretary Bronaugh is a Virginia native and earned her bachelor's degree from James Madison University and her master's and doctorate from Virginia Tech. Following her education, Dr. Bronaugh has held numerous leadership positions, including serving as both the Dean of Virginia State University's College of Agriculture and also as the Executive Director of VSU's Center for Agricultural Research, Engagement, and Outreach. In 2015, she had the honor of being appointed to serve as Virginia's State Executive Director for the USDA Farm Service Agency. And in April of 2018, she was appointed again by the Governor of Virginia as the 16th Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services, where she served with distinction until she was tapped to help lead the USDA. The Deputy Secretary has served in her current role at USDA since May of 2021. Please join me in welcoming Deputy Secretary Julie Bronaugh.
Thank you for the opportunity to share a few words with you today. I know that earlier today you had the opportunity of hearing from Dr. Shavonda Jacobs-Young, the administrator of the Agricultural Research Service, on the investments in research and development at USDA that drive and define U.S. innovation. I look forward to sharing with you some of our other top priorities at USDA, particularly in how we are leading during these difficult and challenging times of crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed a rigid, fragile, and consolidated food system that led to bottlenecks and supply constraints. At the same time, producers across the country are experiencing the climate crisis firsthand, from rising temperatures and heat waves to early snowmelt and low rainfall to flooding events and hurricanes. We are certainly not short on challenges in the face of these threats to our food system, our lands, and our communities. However, we are in a pivotal time as Americans. Where we have challenges, we are also presented with even greater opportunities to tackle those challenges and to build back better, stronger, and more equitably and resilient than ever before. This is at the heart of our mission at the U.S. Department of Agriculture. With the Biden-Harris administration, we're focused on defeating the COVID-19 pandemic, getting the economy back on track, and making sure our farmers and ranchers have strong and growing market opportunities in food and agriculture to generate revenue. Thanks to the American Rescue Plan, jobs are up, economic growth is up, and unemployment is coming down. Critical cash assistance has helped families pay down debt and put food on the table. Demand for food and agricultural goods has bounced back, and we are seeing record demand for U.S. agricultural exports all around the world. At USDA, we are making a major commitment to rebuild our food system back better with a focus on resilient local and regional food systems. The COVID-19 pandemic led to massive disruption for growers and food workers, and we must work to prevent that from happening again. Since January, USDA has allocated over $11 billion of assistance directly to producers in food and agriculture businesses to help these sectors get back on track and plan for the future. This pandemic assistance provides new, broader, and more equitable opportunities for farmers, ranchers, and producers, and is meant to serve as a bridge from disruptions associated with the pandemic to longer-term investments to help build back a better food system. Through the Build Back Better initiative, USDA is investing more than $4 billion to ensure the food system of the future is fair, competitive, distributed, and resilient, supports health with access to healthy, affordable food, ensures growers and workers receive a greater share of the food dollar, and advances equity as well as climate resilience and mitigation. As part of that effort, we have announced an investment of $500 million to expand meat and poultry processing capacity in order to make agricultural markets more accessible, fair, competitive, and resilient for American farmers and ranchers. At the same time, USDA is engaging in a series of rulemakings to increase competition in agricultural industries. These new rules will increase farmers' and ranchers' earnings and promote competition across the economy. Altogether, these actions will spur economic opportunity, add resilience to our food supply chain, and level the playing field for farmers and ranchers. Drought, wildfires, and other extreme weather events have further hurt family-sized farmers and ranchers, the most vulnerable link to our already strained supply chains. That's why USDA is using its expertise in conservation, science, and research, and the passion and commitment of agricultural producers to put the United States in a leadership position on climate change mitigation. We are taking a close look at new opportunities to encourage the voluntary adoption of climate-smart agricultural and forestry practices that reduce our greenhouse gas emissions and put agriculture at the heart of tackling climate change. We especially recognize that our agricultural producers play a critical role in fostering a healthy environment through climate-smart management practices that conserve natural resources, build healthier soils, sequester carbon, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Back in the spring, we issued an initial report on USDA's climate-smart agriculture and forestry strategy. We are now working to build that out, incorporate all the public input we got to build out our climate-smart agriculture and forestry strategy. That strategy will include a multi-pronged approach that covers research, outreach, and education, conservation incentives for farmers and foresters through existing programs, and support of new and emerging markets for carbon benefits generated by the agricultural sector. Whether it's tackling the climate crisis, strengthening the food system, or creating new market opportunities, we will continue to work for those we serve at USDA and for all American people. In times of crisis, we must not forget that we have incredible opportunities in front of us to ensure the future of agriculture is a transformed food system, one that benefits producers and consumers alike. By working together, supporting science-based decision-making, and promoting innovative tools and technologies, we can ensure more sustainable, competitive, and resilient agricultural production well into the future. Thank you.